Welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, my name is Joelle and I am a sociology graduate, a product designer, and now a product designer who's just been laid off. Now, you have heard that right. If you've been following my channel, you know that I'd started my first full-time role at a fintech company last year. And a year and a bit later, here I am, unemployed. Today I wanted to talk about the 5 things that I've learned from being laid off. Make sure you stay to the end to hear about what I'm going to be doing next. Now, the first thing I've learned is that you are not indispensable. That is a sad, sad truth. But in this capitalist economy, we are all replaceable, unfortunately. And soon you realize that, the less heartbreak and pain you're going to go through if you go through a redundancy or layoffs like I did. That's just something that I always knew, but never really thought to take to heart until, the economic situation is getting worse and I knew our company wasn't doing amazingly, as are a lot of other tech companies. You see layoffs happening left and right at Salesforce, at Twitter, at Meta, whatever, and you'd never think that you're going to be part of that, but lo and behold, here we are today. The second thing I've learned is that you need to work for yourself, even though on the outside you look like you're working for someone else, for a company. Make a list of what you want out of every single job and make sure you stick to it. Because at the end of the day, the employers are getting what they want out of you, which is profit, money, your skills, right? What do you want to get out of your job? Make sure that you are serving yourself before you serve that company, right? So this is what people say when they say on social media, make sure you work for yourself, do your 5 to 9 before your 9 to 5. Whilst I'm not advocating for starting your day at 5 a.m., which is a little bit insane if you ask me, I do advocate for, standing up for yourself, making sure that you are gathering the experiences that you want, and make sure that you are, getting the things that you need for your goal, whatever that may be, if you have a goal at all. And if you don't, it's okay. Just make sure you're enjoying every step of the way. If you're not enjoying it, find another job if you can do that. And the third thing I've learned is kind of a follow-on from the other points, is to not attach your worth to your work or your company. A lot of people I've seen have done this, and I think I've done this in the past as well, especially as a junior designer. Every criticism felt like a stab in the chest, like them saying oh, your corners aren't round enough, or your contrast and legibility isn't good enough, etc., etc. All of those are just constructive criticism. Don't take anything that is said to you to heart necessarily. And most importantly, separate your worth from your work. I think that's the most important thing that anyone can learn. I'm definitely still in the process of learning how to do this. But things that have helped me to do this are, being able to enjoy things outside of work. Enjoying socializing with friends, going out to eat, enjoying fun things, making a list of things that I want to get out of life, and making sure that I attach my worth to something that is not fleeting and can be taken away from me from, at any moment, which is kind of everything. So, make sure that you have a source of unrelenting stability and worth out there. The fourth thing I've learned is that every experience is a learning experience. So what you want to do every Friday or whenever suits you is to write down your review for the week. What went well, what didn't go so well, and what you're going to do to improve. And this ensures that you are learning and you're taking your experiences to the next level. It's all well and good saying, this what happened and this was good or bad, but actually the next best thing is to take it into action and improving on it the next time you experience the same thing, so you don't go through the same pain or heartbreak, right? This is something I did and it really, really helped me, not only for my performance reviews and my promotion, but also just personally, reflecting back. Now I can go through that Notion document and see exactly what happened every single week of the last year that I've been employed at this company. So I would highly encourage you to do that. If you'd like the template, click on the link in the description box below and it will take you to my Notion template that you can duplicate for free. Okay, and the fifth thing that I've learned is that you need to keep your CV and portfolio, if that's relevant to you, up to date at all times. If anything, this was a wake-up call to myself and my colleagues that we need to be prepared at all times. I hadn't touched my portfolio for a year and it looked quite old and even though it didn't look bad because it was all set up and ready in Notion, none of my work was up to date. I didn't have anything to show when I went to an interview. I literally prepared for the interview the day before. I banged out a whole presentation and case study, and I was sat preparing for it the morning of the interview. So you don't want to be doing that. You want to be prepared. So whenever you have the chance, definitely update your CV and your portfolio. I know portfolio is such a drag. It takes so long to update, but set aside like a weekend or, a couple hours every few months to make sure that you are keeping up to date with your projects. And so if you're ever in a situation like I am, you won't be caught out like I was. So if you stay to the end, here's the juicy bit. What am I going to be up to now? So I was laid off I wasn't laid off, but I found out that I was going to be laid off as part of layoffs on the 3rd of May. Yeah, 3rd of May. It was a Wednesday afternoon. It was a lovely sunny day. Found out I was going to be laid off, and then went out to have some lunch at Victoria Market Halls with 2 of my colleagues, which was really nice on what could have been a really, really crappy day. But yeah, thankfully a week later, I managed to accept an offer on a new job. So I'm actually going to be starting it on the 5th of July. I don't know when this is going up, but yes, that is my plan. I will be in health tech instead of fintech now. I'm very excited about it. I will be going back to startup life. So if you have any questions for me about that, I will gladly answer them. And if you'd like, I can make a whole video about, prepping for my new job and all that fun stuff. But yeah, it has been a whole ordeal. So, all of these things that I've said that I've learned, have really, really helped me in my job search. And if I hadn't done any of those things, if I wasn't prepared and already talking to recruiters, I wouldn't have been able to find a job that quickly. So yeah, if you've got any questions about my redundancy experience, let me know in the comments below. I'm always happy to chat in my DMs as well. You can find my contact details in the description box below. But with all that said, I will see you in the next video. Bye.